Hello Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I am Kay. I am an astrologer, numerologist and spiritual witch here on YouTube. So Pisces, what I see for you for the month of August is, in terms of your horoscope, a lot of energy around breakthroughs, where you feel held back in life. You could potentially come into some new energy around how you feel enlightened. Your money and certainly your relationships are all under the spotlight. So if we look over on the right hand side where we have the chart, this is going to be the full moon, and the universe is going to look at this particular time. The full moon will be on the 12th of August at 2:26 a.m. GMT. This is my local time. But before we get there, as we start the month of August, the sun is actually going to be in the sign of Leo. And this is where your ability to earn, your health, any disputes that you have with other people, and even our pets cover this area of life. So over on the screen where we've got the arrow and number 2, this is the 6th house, and this is where the sun will be. The sun is about development, health, growth, vitality. So this area of your life could be pretty blessed, how you actually earn money and your health. Or it could be a good time for you to start thinking about what it is that you do for money and how you earn money, because the universe, and you could say the sun's energy, is supporting you with this. Now when we get to the full moon, which is what we can see here on the screen, this will be mid-month around the 12th. We're going to have an Aquarius full moon, and it will be at 19 degrees of Aquarius. We can see up on the right hand side of the chart, circled in pink, we have the moon here, 19 degrees of Aquarius. Just opposite that, down below, we've got the sun circled in pink, 19 degrees of the opposite sign of Leo. So this is what gives us a full moon, when we have these two energies in opposite signs. So where the full moon in Aquarius is going to hit for you is actually where you feel held back in life. So where we have the arrow and number 1, this is the 12th house, and I feel as though around the middle part of the month, or certainly sometime this month, you could come into a space where you are really looking at what it is in your life that is holding you back, who is holding you back, and your deeper inner desires that maybe you restrain or you don't let come to the surface. Also, any dealings that you have with large institutions, which could be law enforcement, hospitals, any large organizations that you work for, this all comes in this area of life, the 12th house as well. So a full moon is essentially a time where sometimes we are forced to make decisions. And I often say this as an astrologer because you have the sun and the moon in two different signs. They view life differently and they approach life differently. So here on earth, how that can impact us is that we need to make some kind of decision. This could be in that particular area where you feel held back in your life. So it is an ideal time around the middle of the month to start thinking about this. Now, two other things that are happening around the full moon. First of all, we've got Venus, which is a representation of our wants, our needs, our desires, love, money, art, beauty, all the things that we enjoy in life. She will be moving into the sign of Leo, and on the screen down the bottom, if you can see circled in black, this is Venus here, her symbol. She's at 0 degrees, and you've got the sign of Leo above her. So when a planet moves into a new sign, or a planet is at 0 degrees, whether this is around a full moon, a new moon, or any particular time, in the month, or even if you have this in your birth chart, like me, you are born with a certain planet at 0 degrees, it can indicate that this planet is going to offer you a new chapter, or this planet's energy is supporting you, if it happens in a transit like it is now around the full moon, to give you a new chapter. So this is about what it is that you desire, Pisces, and where this is going to fall for you is in the same area where the sun will be for the start of the month up to this point in Leo. So it's going to be around how you earn money. So it really is a good time, I'd say, the first half of this month to be focusing in on that. And if you want to create a new chapter for yourself around how you earn money, what you do for money, if you want to earn more money, if you want to create a new stream of income, then Venus is there supporting you, and she's saying go for it, start that new chapter. Now, because she's under the influence of the sign of Leo, and Leo is the sign that teaches us how to enjoy life, how to indulge, how to go out and have fun. What this transit is essentially saying to you, Pisces, is that you can create this new chapter. You can look at how it is that you earn money in life, and you can have fun with it. And really, it's time to go after what it is that you desire, because it is Venus who is going to be falling here for you. Now, the second thing that's happening this month around the full moon is that we're going to have the moon and the planet Saturn form a conjunction. So up on the chart at the top, where we've got the moon at 19 degrees of Aquarius circled in pink, just to the left of her, that is where we're going to have the planet Saturn. And you've got a symbol here that looks a bit like a H, and you can see the 22-degree mark and the sign of Aquarius. So when two planets conjunct, what this means is that their energies are working together. They are so close, they are sat side by side in the same sign, forming this energy of how can we support each other, how can we work together. Now, the moon is a representation of our emotions and how we feel, and the mother figure, and Saturn is that planet that brings around things like maturity, discipline. He can indicate withdrawal and holding back on things. So putting these two together, how it translates to us here on earth is that for some of us, we may have a change of heart of how we feel about a situation, person, place or thing, or something emotionally may come up where it causes us to potentially maybe withdraw or hold back with Saturn's energy working with the moon. And this is going to fall for you in the same area of where you feel held back in life, because this is happening under the sign of Aquarius. So where the full moon is, which will be where the arrow is a number 1 for the sign of Pisces, this same aspect of the moon and Saturn conjunct together that you can see on the screen will shift, and it will be over the other side in the area of life where you feel held back for you Pisces. So again, the full moon is basically translating to, it's a time where you can think about how you earn money, because you are being supported with that, and you can make a new chapter with this. You're also being supported, or maybe even urged to make some kind of decision with it being a full moon, and it could be to do with how you feel held back in life, or what's holding you back in life, or what it is that you really want on a deeper inner level that you are not allowing to come forward. And it could be with this Saturn and moon energy that potentially for some of you, you feel a little bit emotionally different about things in your life. Now, this is a great area to have a full moon, I think, to become enlightened about something in the house of life where you feel held back. This is also an area of life that deals with spirit communications. So if you are a Pisces who is listening to this, I would urge you deeply from the bottom of my heart as an astrologer looking at the chart for you to really pay attention to what coincidences, quote unquote, because I don't believe in coincidences in life, but what may appear to you as some kind of a coincidence or a sign or some kind of message from your own angels, guides, God, the spirits, universe, whatever you believe in. Pay attention to what comes to you mid-month, because you are having a full moon in the area of your life which deals with spiritual communication, which can translate to enlightenment or learning something. So keep that in mind. So as we close out the month Pisces and we move along, we've got through the full moon in Aquarius, and the sun would have shifted from the sign of Leo into the sign of Virgo. What's under the spotlight for you is your relationships, business matters, marriage, or someone who is seeking marriage, your serious commitments that you have in life, which include relationships and other things outside of this, and also any legal matters that you may be dealing with. So this is what we call the 7th house. So on the screen here, we've got the chart for the new moon, which will be happening in the sign of Virgo. So with the sun in Virgo and place an emphasis on that area of your life, your 7th house, you are being supported here. So it's a good area to be thinking about and to be looking into. By the time the new moon actually rolls around, which will be on the 26th of August at 9:18 a.m. GMT, this is my local time. It could be the same day for you or the day after. It does depend where you are in the world. It's going to be a Virgo new moon as well. So on the chart here, we can see circled in black, we've got the sun and the moon. They are now side by side. They are no longer opposite. So this is what gives us a new moon, and they are conjunct at 4 degrees into the sign of Virgo. So for you, this is going to be around your relationships, business, marriage, serious commitments that you've got in life, any legal matters that you're dealing with. And new moons are an opportunity to start a new cycle because it is a new moon. So the universe is kind of saying to Pisces, well, Is there a new cycle or something new that you want to do, or a new direction that you want to go in with this part of your life? Because if so, this could be a really good time to think about that, or to be moving on with that as we close out the month and we move into September. One key thing that is happening around the new moon is we're going to have the Uranus and North Node conjunction in the sign of Taurus. And you may have heard a lot of astrologers talking about what's going on with Uranus and the North Node, because as we start the month there was a lot of energy with that as well. But by the time we close out the month and we get to the new moon, if we can see what's circled in pink here, we're going to have the North Node, which is in the lighter green colour, and then just above that we've got Uranus, which is the kind of darker turquoise colour. They are both being influenced by the sign of Taurus. For you, this is going to flip from where it is in the universe, and it's going to be where number 2 in the arrow is. So this is your 3rd house. So for Pisces, this is going to be where you live, your thoughts, communication, education. This area of life covers the extended family, uncles, aunts, cousins, even people that you are close to which aren't blood relatives, but you consider them as family because you're so close to them. It's the area of childhood experiences as well. So what does this translate to? So the North Node is our direction. It's where we should be going. It's not a planet, it's a point in the moon, and it tells us where we should be going. Uranus is the planet of unexpected changes, unexpected direction. It's the planet that causes things to kind of just go in a complete different way to what we imagined it to, and to things to just switch up basically. So there could be some unexpected changes around your direction in life generally for all of us, but for you it could be around where you live. You could think about moving, or there could be something that happens in your neighborhood or within your home. It could be to do with your thoughts, your thinking, any education that you're doing, or even something could happen within your extended family, or you could hear some really unexpected news because it is the house of communication. So something could come to you, you might hear something which is quite unexpected. So the end of the month looks like it's largely focused on your relationships and any business matters that you might be doing or have if you're a business owner or aspiring business owner, or any legal matters that you're working with. And it does look like you may have some changes, or you may have something come to you around your family, where you live, your thoughts, or you know, you even moving, or you may even decide to go back to school and study something, or if you're already a student and you're studying, something unexpected could happen with that as well. But the end of the month certainly looks like one where it's a pretty calm month for Pisces, and you've got a nice area that's being supported by the sun, your relationships and business and all that kind of stuff. But do brace yourself, do prepare yourself for maybe something unexpected or a new direction to happen. And I'm being pushed to say anything that you hear. So be open to receiving messages, communication, adverts, emails, text messages, whatever it is. Something may come to you quite unexpectedly through those mediums of communication. So that's about it, Pisces. That's what I have for you for this month. It's a pretty short horoscope because there isn't a lot happening in the universe in terms of planet movement, and that's how it goes sometimes. That's completely cool. I've said this to all the signs that I've done a horoscope for this month. So I hope you have a wonderful month. I hope there was something here to help you and move forward with your month, because that was my intention when I set out to do this video for you. And if so, please do give the video a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. You know, I would love to see you here again. Why not subscribe? And I guess I'll catch you at the end of the month for your September horoscope. So I'll see you then. Have a great month.